Hi, it's me. We are in the third season of the. I got a very familiar face, Nina Charles here. I know you very well, but can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Absolutely. I'm Nina Childs, and I am a producer, sometimes writer, and I'm a mom.
More than that, though.
Oh, well, what else do you want me to say? Well, I'm also a host on Maeya TV.
Yes, right.
Yes.
And did you start your acting career very young? And then can you just walk through with us how from the child acting and become a producer?
Yes. So I actually started in the theater at like 5, and I had this theater teacher that would always say, you don't really choose theater; the theater chooses you, and I believe that because I think I got chose for a play because I could read really well at 5, and I was very loud. So I started my first play at 5, and then from there I did another play at 9, and then by high school I was able to do some traveling theater, and I also went to LACSA, which is a performing arts high school at Cal State LA, and from there I went to college in New York. And I majored in theater and film, moved back to LA, did some commercials. I was still kind of acting in my early 20s. And I got married. I had 2 beautiful kids. Then I actually fell behind the scenes. I started writing plays in 2014. And from there, I've written plays, pilots, films, and now finally landed in the sweet spot, which is as a producer and executive producer. I do unit production management for different commercials and different films, and that's what I actually really love. It's a passion.
For the changes, what do you think the major changes from acting to the directing?
That's a great question. I actually hate directing, but I think that you should understand acting in order to be a good director. I guess with acting, you're basically creating a performance where you're making choices that are being guided by somebody else. And as a director, you kind of have to guide the film so that the story is told the way it needs to be told. It's a very detailed and very hands-on thing that I actually absolutely hate. So if you see me directing something, it's because I have to. It's never because I want to. Never, ever, ever.
Then you start to write things too, right?
Yeah, I started writing in 2014. I wrote my first play called Scenes from the Cliff. It actually did really well, and then from there I did Scenes of an Era, I did Scenes from the Bridge, and then I started to jump into doing a lot of festival work. So I'm like a veteran Hollywood Fringer, which is a theater festival that happens here in California every summer. I've done several shows there at Actors Company, and I'm actually doing a theater festival right now.
Okay, and also you make movies too, right?
I do.
Some proof. And you have quite successful one too last year, isn't it?
I did, but you know what? I wrote a short film. It was very controversial due to the subjects of the film. But I did win the Grand Jury Prize at the Multicultural Universal Film Festival, which was very exciting. I wasn't there to win the award. I came and saw the screenings and then left and then ended up winning the Grand Jury Prize, which is crazy. I'm still mad about that, but yeah.
Well, I know that the people calling you say, Nina, you won. I said, what?
I know. I posted it on Instagram. My actor texted me. He was like, hey, I think our film won. I said, who told you that? I said, no, you're misinformed. He's like, no, this guy, like somebody sent him a text saying that we won. And I was like, holy crap, we did win. Wow.
That's a totally surprise, blow you away.
Yeah, it was a shocker.
Well, I think it's also encouragement, for you to go forward.
Yeah, I definitely take it that way, but it's been great. It just encourages me to kind of fall behind the scenes because that's really where I enjoy being. So I have 3 feature films that I'm executive producer. Well, I'm not executive producer. I'm producing right now with my partners at Extinguished Youth and Clash of the Artistic Minds, and we've got some really big names attached, and I'm looking forward to being in my first deadline article.
Yeah. And I think that you have something big coming up too, right? You have some performance.
I do, yes. Like I was saying, I am in another festival for the first time ever. I am doing the 30-minute or less festival through Combined Arts and Theater Asylum at the Stephanie Fury Theater. We actually have our opening night tonight.
Ooh!
And
yes.
It's my play, Mama, I Burnt the Chicken. I actually wrote it, I directed it begrudgingly, and I produced it. So I'm very excited.
So where is the ideas come from and how come you end up to do that show?
So I got an invitation to do the festival, And I was like, all right, I'm not going to turn it down. And I think the unique challenge of trying to write a complete story for the stage in 30 minutes or less was what kind of drew me in. And so I also want to kind of make a transition into more faith-based content because I am a Christian. So I wanted to challenge myself to write a play, a 15 to 20-minute play that involved God and Jesus in some kind of way. And I did it. And it's a comedy. It's really off the wall, but it's really fun, and it's 20 minutes.
So what do you want the audience get a message from this show?
Well, the first message I want you to get is that the show sold out, okay? Because we don't play around here. But I have a really great audience of people, friends, family members, and just people who have been supportive of me over the years that have bought all those tickets up and are coming out tonight. But the message that I do want people to take away from the play is just being more conscious of how we spend our time, right? Time management is a real thing, and I feel like in today's society we're online a lot. This particular play takes place in the 90s when there wasn't a lot of internet, but she spends a lot of time watching television. And my message to people who are believers specifically is to just be good stewards over your time. We don't know how much time we have here, and we don't know how much time we have to pursue our relationship with God and our relationship with Christ, if you have one. Whatever your spiritual path is, it's great to give it time, and that's the message.
For this show, what's the challenging part?
The most challenging part of this show actually was rehearsing it, because I agreed to do this festival during a time when it's the holidays. I have 2 children who are out of school. My kids that were out of school, so we had a challenge getting rehearsals, but the lead on my show is extremely good. She's very professional, so we were able to get to, I put it in percentages. Your first rehearsal, you're at 0. By the 3rd, 4th, or 5th rehearsal, depending on how many rehearsals you have and how long your show run is, you want to get to, for me, 110%. Mm-hmm. And so we were able to get there despite the rehearsal challenges. So I'm very grateful.
Do you deal with all those actors before?
Yes, I've worked with Corey before. She's the lead of my play. We have some new people that I've never worked with. Pat Payne is a part of the show. She's actually an artist. She's amazing. We need to have her on the show. She is a part of it. She also runs the Pantages Theater. Steve Turner, comedian Steve Turner, is a part of it. He's a well-known comedian. He speaks 6 languages.
Wow.
He's amazing. And also Danielle Dancer, who is just, she started out as a supportive person and just a supporter of my work, but over the years has grown to be one of my favorite collaborators. So she's a part of it too.
So it's quite challenging during the Christmas time, and then you get everything together.
Yeah, schedules and all that. And I mean, we did a promo shoot. We shot a home music video. The play has a theme song, so when you come see the show, you get to hear the theme song. Or if you follow,
are you singing?
I wrote the song.
Oh.
I sang the demo.
Uh-huh.
But Corey ended up being the one on the record.
Uh-huh.
And it's a really good song. Actually, it's so silly.
Is it the first time you write a song?
No, I've written parody music before for other shows and other pilots and things that I've shot. So,
Do you sing actually? Do you sing? Do you do the musical theater things?
I don't sing well enough to do musical theater. But like I always say, most Black people can carry a tune. Most Black people have rhythm.
They can sing and dance always. That's what makes me jealous.
Right. I don't know what it is, but most of us can carry a tune, and most of us have a bit of rhythm. So I can sing well enough to carry a tune, but I don't think I'm good enough for musical theater. No.
So what is your next plan?
Well, we're gonna get through this one. There's already a little bit of awards buzz from the festival, just based on how well it's selling.
I just disturbed you. Today is the premiere today.
Today's the premiere.
And then if they want to see the show, how can they?
Well, there are a few tickets left for we have a grand opening, grand closing. There's a few tickets left for our closing show, which is January the 25th.
Where do they get the tickets?
You get the tickets on the 30 Minutes or Less website. You just put in 30 minutes or less festival in your Google browser, and then you just look up Mama, I Burnt the Chicken, and it'll take you right to the page for my show.
Do you really have a chicken?
No, we do not really have a chicken, but we did have fried chicken at the promo shoot that I did not get to eat, but I was very sad.
So I think the ticket is sold out really fast too, right? Today is sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out as of now. I'm really grateful. It's not the biggest theater in the world, so it's not the hardest theater to sell out, but we're still grateful that we were able to sell out. I mean, because theater is not really a thing in LA.
This is an exciting thing, though.
But it is an exciting thing, but Theater is more like a New York, Chicago thing. People in LA want to go to movies and make movies. So if you're doing theater in LA, you're one, a glutton for punishment, and probably two, somebody who really loves the art form. So I am very grateful to be sold out. But Sunday, the 25th, is our final show, and it is not sold out. I think the last time I checked, I think there were like 12 tickets left.
Yes, make sure you book your tickets. I will be there.
Oh, yes, you will be there. You better be. No.
We should, right?
Yeah.
And for this show, for everybody's, what is things they come up with at the end? You know, when they finish, what do they think that they will come up with at this show?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's what I love about the viewer's experience. It's subjective. People are going to walk away from it with whatever they want. But I know that what I hope people walk away with, like I said, is that, you know, just being aware of how you steward your time. You know, don't rot away streaming television. Don't rot away scrolling online all day. Go outside, touch some grass. If you're a Christian, read your Bible, pray, you know.
So what is the original ideas come from for this play? What's made you write this play?
I think I wrote it for myself. Like I think in most.
Is a part of yourself in there too?
I think so because I'm always very convicted about how I spend my time. I just try to be very mindful. I'm like, did I need to watch 4 episodes in a row? That was 4 hours of time.
But you did it.
But I did. So I think that, you know, if anybody walks away from anything from this place, it's going to be me. Yeah, I think it's...
Well, you're multi-talented. You know, you're a mom, then you did lots of things together and in hand. The time management is very important.
Time management is extremely important, and I like to waste time, and that is not good. I think that I always tell people one of my favorite things to do is nothing. I'm the bedrock queen.
So can you give us some young next generation if they want to get into the theater or the writing? So can you give them some tips? You know, what do you go through and what with you, you know, your feelings and what hard, difficult things you're facing and what satisfaction you got?
That was a loaded question.
Yes.
All right, but I got you, May. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to get through this. So for anybody out there that's looking to get into theater or acting, I would say just start. I mean, if you're young and you're in school, more than likely there's a theater department. You can always do that. And if you don't have a theater department, you have to start one, especially where things are in this business. You can't wait for permission to do things. That's what I love about the internet. You kind of have to just kind of take life by the hands and create your own things. So if you want to do a play and there's not anybody doing a play, you do a play. You write it. You star in it. Get your friends to be in it. That kind of thing. There's lots of ups and downs that come with, you know, living an artistic life. A lot of financial up and downs. But if it's something that you ultimately want to do, you're going to do it. You know, I think that everybody should be working within their passions because the world will just be a better place.
I think that now the technology is giving us easier to get into that.
Yeah, it's easier to, you know, get your stuff out there. It's a lot of bad stuff out there, but there's a lot of really good stuff out there.
Is it hard for you to get a funding?
A lot of my projects are self-funded, especially like short films and plays and things are not the most expensive thing to produce. Maybe I shouldn't say that, or maybe I'm just blessed and lucky. I do a lot of self-funding there. Now, when it comes to, is it hard to get funding for feature films? Absolutely. Especially right now in Hollywood's climate, it's almost impossible. But it is possible. People are doing it every day. So, but yeah, funding for theater versus films are two very different things. And then there's local theater, and then there's off-Broadway theater and Broadway theater, and traveling, touring theater. So there are levels.
From the beginning of your career up to now, what's fame or what things you have been achieved that you feel really grateful?
I'm grateful for it all. I'm actually the most grateful that I'm able to do this. I think anybody that knows me, I'm pretty transparent. I have 2 children from my marriage, and they both are on the autism spectrum. And so it's like, I'm very lucky to even be able to do this. Yes. I know a lot of special need parents are just overwhelmed with just dealing with their kids from day to day, but let alone having a schedule like mine, you know, hosting shows, doing plays, doing films. I'm very lucky to be able to do this.
Well, you never give up though, right?
Oh no, I don't give up. I have to live my dreams. I want my kids to see me living my dreams, and I also want to provide a certain lifestyle for them. So it definitely pushes me to go for it. So I'm really grateful to be able to do what I'm doing, and I have some great partnerships right now that I'm venturing into doing feature films. I'm really grateful for my partnerships with COTAM and Extinguished Youth, and I'm grateful for it all. It's a journey.
Yes, that's the growing path, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want to achieve in later on for your career?
Oh man, I think I want to definitely be a rock star producer. I want to produce films, I want to produce television, and I also want to produce content that brings people more awareness of God and Jesus, and that brings people who have awareness of God and Jesus closer to them. Ultimately, is my goal.
So do you think the religious helped you go through a lot of things?
Oh, absolutely. I would be nowhere and nothing if it weren't for God. People are always like, how are you doing all these things? Or how are you able to do this? It's like, it's nothing but the grace of God that allows me to operate, how I am and at the level that I'm operating. And I don't take it for granted.
I think because you're always positive and optimistic, so to make the things, even
Publicly
hard
positive.
tasks.
I have my moments. I have my moments at times. Yeah.
Because, it's not easy to be a single mom now, to have 2 kids, and it's quite challenging. But you still can achieve your dream. Is quite good.
Yeah. You owe it to yourself to actually go after what you want while you have breath in your body. God put us all here with something in our hearts and in our minds to do. And if you're doing that, you're winning, no matter what level you're at in that pursuit. If you are pursuing what you feel like is your passion, you're winning, no matter what level you're at. I can't stress that enough.
Is there any artist you really want to collaborate with them?
Oh my God, heck yeah. I want to produce films with A24. The collaborators that I have right now, as far as actors in films, names are escaping me, but I love to work with Denzel Washington, obviously. He's one of the best in the business. I love to work with Delroy Lindo. I would love to be a part of anything that Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are doing. So many people. I mean, because when you produce, you can do so many, different projects and touch so many different things. So I want to do it all.
Any particular stars movie you haven't done it, but you really want to try it? A horror movie or some sign language one or something?
You know what? I think I would like to do a musical.
I think you're good. I can see it.
I'm not gonna be in it.
I can see it.
I'm definitely gonna be behind the scenes with it. But I have this musical that I've been rolling around in my head. That it would be a faith-based musical that I think I can probably make happen one day once I get,
Well, you take on any challenge, when it comes to you, any chance to come to you, you just grab it.
Oh, absolutely.
So can you let us know where is the show, so how to, any agents, anyone can engage you?
Oh, yeah. I am on social media. I'm on Facebook, Nina Childs. I'm on Instagram as Tech Nina Bina. And you can always look me up on IMDb. I'm Nina Childs. My resume is there. The projects that I'm attached to as a producer are there. And that's pretty much it.
But make sure you watch the shows.
I know. If you're out there and you're in LA and you enjoy theater, come and see the show.
Where's the venue?
It's at the Stephanie Fury Theater on Melrose Avenue, the famous Melrose.
Next Sunday. Today is sold out, sorry.
Today's sold out.
Make sure you book your tickets soon.
Yes, please, for January 25th.
Stay tuned. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.